Alrighty, I just finished Kenobi episode 4, another really enjoyable episode. So I'm also going to be reviewing episode 3 because I was lazy last week and was like, fuck the review, but now I'm going to review it. So yeah, I'll review both episodes. Try to be cohesive even though I don't have a script or anything, so hope for the best. So starting with episode 3, leaves off where episode 2 did. We get the, reveal that Kenobi finds out Vader is alive, which a lot of people had a problem with, thinking, oh, how wouldn't he have known at this point? And like, he lives on Tatooine and doesn't really speak to anyone. I mean, I don't know, do most people know who the general is in like an army? Not really. So I didn't have too much of a problem with saying, okay, 10 years later, he doesn't know yet. So yeah. So Kenobi and Leia, really good scenes in this episode. We get the really cool scene where Kenobi sees Hayden Christensen's Anakin Skywalker in the distance. He's like tripping or something, don't know what LSD he's on. That was a really cool scene showing that he's really on his mind right now. And obviously one thing leads to another. They fight some stormtroopers. Oh, we get a cool, I don't know the guy's name, truck driver dude, make the Empire great again guy. Don't know his name. That was pretty cool because it shows a lot of people probably are sympathizing with the Empire. Like, oh, we just need order, killing, children with force powers, just order. So, you know how it is. So the episode continues, and eventually we see the person that Kenobi and Leia were supposed to meet up with save them, an undercover Imperial officer, and she brings them to an underground thing called the Path, where they're saving people from the Empire. And in this scene is where we're finally introduced to Vader and Obi-Wan, meeting each other again. Vader clearly senses him and just starts fucking destroying people in the town. He's menacing. He feels like a slasher villain, honestly. Like he just fucking chokes someone, like breaks their neck. It was just crazy. I was really surprised by this. So Kenobi runs away, trying to be a distraction. The two meet up again. There's a brief confrontation. Kenobi gets his ass kicked, obviously. And I know a lot of people had problems. Oh, wait. Before I get to that, Vader fucking burns him. Lights him ablaze, so kind of some revenge for what happened in Revenge of the Sith. And yeah, I know some people had a problem with Vader letting Kenobi get away. But to me, I read the scene as, okay, well, he doesn't want to beat this version of Kenobi necessarily, and he would have had to taken him in. But because the fire was, the thing got shot by the Imperial officer lady, and the fire was everywhere, he kind of had an excuse of, okay, I could let Kenobi get away and then fight him another time when he's more powerful and actually a worthy adversary. Because beating Kenobi in this state, it's like not, what is that to him, It took fucking nothing. He was just destroying him. He's a washed out old man who's shocked, by Vader. But a lot of cool lines in that scene too. The, what have you become? I am what you made me. It's really great. I don't know, I really love this episode overall, and Vader letting Kenobi get away made sense to me personally and how I read the scene as well as the characters. So yeah, he wants to fight Kenobi at his peak, and he also wants to prolong Kenobi's suffering and his fear. So I think that's why I let him get away. Now going on to episode 4, or part 4, which I just actually finished watching while I'm recording this. Another really good episode. We have Kenobi in the back of the tank. We get a cool back and forth between Kenobi on this new planet, which I think is called Jabim. Again, has to do with the path and all, as you know. For watching this, you watch the episode. But yeah, so Kenobi and Vader, we get a back and forth between them, and both they're like, healing tanks, and it was really cool seeing how they're both, suffering in that moment. And yeah, I'm gonna be a little over the place trying to remember this episode. Again, I just watched it only one time, but again, overall, I thought it was really cool. We have them infiltrating the Inquisitory base, which is very interesting. Kind of felt like A New Hope with the, sneaking around and everything, trying to, save Princess Leia once again. And, I thought it was really cool. We see Kenobi finally fighting a bit more like he does, in the prequels and everything. More of the Kenobi we know and love. And, yeah, it was really, really interesting. I thought Reva interrogating Leia was cool. She clearly has some sympathy. She doesn't really want to do this to Leia. You can tell there's some conflict. And, yeah, I found that really interesting. It's a very cool kind of like spy thing going on. Lots of tension throughout the episode, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. The ending scene where they're finally saved. Sorry, I'm cutting around again. I just watched the episode. I thought that was cool. Seeing Vader at the end. Oh, also seeing one of the ally ships get shot down was really tragic. And then I believe again the undercover Imperial officer, whose name I don't remember. She's like, where I guess you're soldiers now or something, and implying that this is what happens in this line of work. So you have to be prepared for it. People die. People sacrifice themselves. And yeah, so Vader at the end going up to Reva, really upset, She's fucking menacing again. He just walks in like a man on a mission. He's like, yeah, I'm not taking any shit. She's trying to get out her words, and then, you know, he releases a script and lets her speak. And then she's like, I put a tracker on the ship. We're gonna find, you know, Kenobi as well as the people that are helping Kenobi. So Vader's like, I underestimated you. And then, you know, the fifth brother, I think his name is, who's just like butthurt because Reva's doing good. He's just there like, fuck, this should have been me. But yeah, really good episodes. Like, I don't know. A lot of people are complaining too much Reva. Again, I feel like she was in, what, 4 minutes of like a 40-minute episode. She's not like, she's a main character, she's important, and I feel like thematically she has relevance in the story. And I feel like the acting has been a lot better. I had some issues with it in the first 2 episodes, but it's much more complex now. We see a depth to her character and conflict. And honestly, show's working really well for me. This is the best Star Wars I've seen in fucking a while. So it's not perfect. I do have issues with it, as I, you know, said throughout these reviews. But again, I'm just really enjoying it. I feel like they're really treating these characters with thought, and I feel like this all gives reason for why we even should have a Kenobi show. You know, I don't feel like they're just kind of doing it. It feels like, okay, there is a story here. There's interesting stuff going on. Also, real quick, the scene with, we see like all the, I guess, like frozen or dead trophy-like people, I guess from Order 66 or other Jedi that were hunted. That was really cool. And Kenobi seeing all these people, like, damn, like, you know, these are people he knew. And we see the youngling too, is tragic. But yeah, overall, you know, I'm kind of going off the cuff here, but I'm enjoying the series, you know. Again, there are some problems with it. I feel like some cinematography sometimes feels a little not, you know, it's not as polished, not as high of a budget as a movie. But, you know, I'm enjoying it. I'm excited for these last 2 episodes, and I'll try to review this like 5 and 6 instead of 1, 5, and 6 video. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.